Hello, hello! So far I have been playing with partial tasks for AI, but today I want to try the whole thing. I want to try the whole application from scratch, from nothing, from just a picture. Let's try it together if we make it, and how long does it actually take? So the question now is, can Websurf create an application from scratch? Here we have a very simple application where we search for a city and we get from Gemini, from the service, AI service, we get responses for the activities that you can do in the city with flipping cards. And when you click the card, it opens the website of it, and on the back is the title and the description. On the front there is an image of it that we are taking from Pixabay. And all this should be rather simple, not too complicated. When we cut it to small pieces, can we make it with the Websurf? Let's see. So let's try if it works. First, let me upload an image. I have taken a screenshot of the whole adventure planner. And now let's describe what we actually want. So create an application in Angular that searches for a place. The search is for activities, interesting activities in a place. Create list of cards, flipping cards. It's not a list. Create collection. Of flipping cards. The front of the card shows an image of the site, and the back shows title and description of the site, of the activity. When user clicks the card, he will be redirected to a website of the activity. After a click, let's say show collection of flipping cards. The card flips, mouse over or hover. Okay, it will be simplified. I didn't say anything about the services to Gemini or to Pixabay, but let's start simply, because then when we try to solve everything at once, it can get a little bit tricky. So, enter. It will help me, it said. No, the model output wasn't aligned with the objective. Let's try something else. Okay, it created an error, but it apologized. How nice. So, accept. It created a project, Engineer, Activity Explorer. And it's not doing any unit tests. That's okay with us. It's working with SCSS files like we did before. It's using routing. Let's see, now it's installing actually the project. The whole project is there. It's installing the packages. Yeah, it successfully installed the project, and now it's generating the codes. Yeah, it created the first, or wants to create the first component, and it will be the search. Yeah, it created obviously the template, the HTML template, the CSS file, the styling, and the TS file for some functionality. Now it wants to create the activity card. So again, it created all the three. It didn't create unit tests. It's okay. We can simplify it like this. Now it created a model with an ID. Yeah, we didn't have ID before, but it has a title, description, image URL, website URL, and location. Why not? It has two more things when we compare it with our previous solution. So it has an ID, of the activity, maybe for better recognition, and it has a location for the city or for the place that we are searching for. Okay, it's implementing both the search component and the activity card. Maybe we can have a small look at it at the moment. What I keep noticing is that it's using the older version of Angular. You can see it here, for example, it uses this ng model. It's still good, it will work, we will not interfere with it, but it's just the older version, that's it. It's still supported. Okay, now it's filling up all the TS files, HTML files, everything that's needed. For the card, yes, it has the activity that's being as an input, and it has a boolean for is flipped. On card click, you are opening the website, yes, as we wanted. The app component, interesting. It removed the old app component and created the new one. Yes, with this is the app container. This is all that's important for us. And here we have the app search component, and here we have the activity cards that is being built for each activity of filtered activity. So obviously it wants to filter something. Filter based on the search, I guess. Okay, it's asking us to install the fonts. Let's try. I don't have very good experience with material, for example, in installation in here, but maybe the fonts will be fine. So let's try. Hopefully we will not run into errors. So the installation seems to be fine, and now we are changing the styles of the whole application. So what can we still see here? The styles that are being changed is using the font Awesome, that is for free, obviously, such as background terminal. It wants to run it. Wow, let's try. So it's localhost with the 1 in the end. The pictures are not there. The cards are nice. I didn't say how big they should be, so it created it a little bit bigger. The bigger cards are rather a very simple problem that we can edit ourselves. We don't need artificial intelligence for that. And we will find it in activity card component SCSS file, where the card has width of 300 pixels and we simply want 200. And the same is for the height. So now we will already see the change. Yes, so we have smaller cards as we wanted it. I see a bigger problem in the fact that actually the search is not working. So when we click, the cards don't appear, or they didn't disappear up front. So let's tell our friend Websurf that this is not what we wanted. Can you please change the application so that there are no cards before we search? They only appear once we click the button. It will help me again to modify the application. All right, it's a real friend. It helped me again, and let's see what it's done. So when we start, there shouldn't be any cards. There are still cards. There are still cards on the beginning. On purpose, I'm not really researching the code at all because, yeah, I would be probably able to correct it myself, but I just want to pretend I'm a user who doesn't know programming. I mean, yes, I styled the cards a little bit, but I don't want to solve all the problems. Try searching for London or any other location to see the cards appear. Yes, that's exactly what we want. Yes, how nice. And now we have the cards. Wonderful. Still one more change. We would like to see 15 cards after the search. So not only 3 as it's now. Now it's generating 15 placeholder cards. And it's done. Okay, let's try. Let's search for London. And yes, it has now 15 activities. Alright. These activities are really just called activities, but it's okay as soon as we are able to get the real values of the activities from Gemini. So let's continue with that. So let me further ask Websurf to create a Gemini service. Gemini service that uses the place from the input and returns 15 activities in a city. Gemini service based on the Gemini API. Let's try. Does it recognize Google Gemini API? I hope. And I hope it will create just a service where all we need is the API key. And let's see. I'm super curious. I guess we will need some installations. But it kind of did. I don't think this prompt will work the way we want it. Let's try. I'm afraid we will need to use the prompt from our original project that we created before, because there I also needed to iterate just a little bit to find the correct prompt that just returns exactly what we need, because we need an object. Yes, it needs to install, and we will install Google Generative AI. And it asks us to provide our key, what we will, definitely. Oh, wow. It would be great if this works. And it indeed works. Basically, you write a place that you want to search, you search, and you get from Gemini the activities that you can do, for example, in Rome or in London. So yes, this works perfectly fine. And the only thing that I needed to change was to add the API key. That's something we have been doing already in the previous videos that I will link below. And then you also need to change the prompt a little bit. This is the one with a couple of iterations I have came up with. I will also write it in the description below how we got into exactly this prompt to Gemini. And yes, it works. Now we need to add the pictures. So let's ask Websurf to create or to add pictures from the Pixabay service. Add a service with Pixabay that finds a picture for the front of each car. Wow. Wonderful, and it created for us a Pixabay service and connected it to Gemini service. Let me now update the API key because this is probably something made up. I don't know. However, we do have one from our previous work, from our previous video, and let's use that one. And we actually made it. So look at it. We have created the working application in really a couple of minutes that is taking the data from Gemini AI and using the pictures from Pixabay. That's it. Can you even believe it? We created out of nothing, out of just a picture and a small prompt, the whole application in less than 15 minutes. This is amazing, and it's a little bit scary as well. Bye bye. See you in my next video.